What's up, my people? What's up, my homies? What's up, my friends? I'm Gnarly Vato, and these are gnarly times. Well, today I'm gonna talk about drugs, right? In the California Youth Authority. Well, this happened in 1996, right? Me and my brother were incarcerated in Preston, so we used to get visits every like 2 weeks or so, maybe 3 weeks the most, at least once a month. So my mom, my dad would come, my brothers and sisters, and a lot of times my grandpa or grandma from both sides. Well, probably like 8 months, maybe 6 months being there, maybe 6 to 8 months, I'm not sure. Right? Once I was there, I go to visit one day. And this has been about 28 years, since 96. So, time expired. I ain't snitching on nobody. Nah. But we go to visit, right? And me and my brother were there with my dad and my mom, right? And right before the visiting, they used to call out like, hey, I can't remember, the exact thing that they say. Well, they're like, hey, you got 5 minutes to say bye to your family or whatever, right? So they would, give a hug, all right, Mio, see you, you take care, or whatever, right? Well, my dad's like, here. Well, first he handed it off to my brother, and my brother like, I'm still dumbfounded. I'm like, what's going on here, And my brother grabs had a balloon in his hand and put it in his mouth and swallowed it, and he's like, they're like, here, and I'm like, what? I don't, what the, and he's like, come on, just take it, because you only have 5 months before it's in, and boom, I put it in my mouth, because a lot of us, right before the thing we end, people will start eating the last, because it's, outside food, so we will start eating a lot of food. So they're like, here, put it in my mouth and, drink some water or whatever it was. Well, this, so I swallowed this balloon, right? And then my brother swallowed his, and my brother's like, just use shampoo and throw it up later. I'm like, I didn't expect this to happen, Well, so they lined us up, they like, all right, and I think we stood against the wall and we watched the family leave, right, out. So, I'm all panicking, like, man, they gonna know I got this in me. I don't even know what the hell it is, And so my brother's like, relax, He said, relax. When we go back to the compa, you just drink some shampoo and throw it back up. So I'm like, whatever. So anyway, we go in after the visit. They take us in and they strip search us. So we get in, go into the restroom, and they squat and cough and search us. So they check our cheek, our mouth, and everything, ears. So they check us. We go through, and we used to walk back to the line, the linea, what they call it, whatever. So me and my brother be walking, right? Some people who were in visiting would slow down and wait for the other ones, so we all walk back together sometimes. Well, my brother's like, we can go back. We're walking. I'm like, man, I don't even know what's, He's like, go back, throw it up with shampoo. So we get back. He's like, all right, be careful, My brother. So right before we hit the line to my compa, this fool, Greenbrier, Auburn's right before Greenbrier. So we would I hit the spot, back to the pad, right? And all the homeboys, hey, what's up? How was visit? And one of these homeboys, and I had told this homeboy that he would go to visit like once a week, from Salas. I said, hey, bro, I got some drugs. He's like, what? He was all happy, because he was a tweaker before, and not to knock on the homies and stuff, but it was what it was. So he was all happy. He's like, what do you got? What do you got? I had mentioned this story before, but I left out some things, right? So I was gonna throw it up with shampoo, and I was like, it didn't work. So I just waited till what's called, you know, taking it out the back door. So I waited probably like a good take a good dump, right? And it was on a Saturday, so like Sunday, right? And then I went waited after lunch, you know what I mean? That whole night in the morning, and went and right. So I had told the homeboy like, hey, I don't know, my dad gave me. I know I should have threw it up, but I didn't. I couldn't throw it up, so I just let it flow through. So I went and used the restroom, and the homeboy was right there. We were ready to grab it, right? And right when I pulled it out, well, right when it fell out, I grabbed it because I had gloves on, and I threw it on the floor because it was kind of disgusting. That was like the first time, right, doing this, and I threw it on the floor, and the homeboy was so anxious to see what was in there that he didn't even wait to grab it with a glove or anything. He grabbed it with his hands, right? This is my fecal matter, you know? And he grabbed it, and then he drops it, right? Then he goes grab something. Well, we go clean it off, and luckily, well, you know, he had like 3 balloons or whatever, but it was 2 of them busted, so it was down to the last one. I don't know. So I can't. It's been a while, but anyways, it couldn't find out this guy, right, put methamphetamines, which is crank, and weed in there with the strikers, and matches, ripped off this little striker and matches in there, you know. So I didn't even want to deal with the dope, because I'm like, man, I'm in jail. I ain't gonna try to do no drugs. But so I gave it to the other homeboy. I said, here, bro, the one from South. I said, here, you handle this, fool. He was older than me, and he was up on that, you know. And I said, I don't want nothing to do with it, because I didn't expect it, you know. So then, all the other homeboys who were potheads, we rolled them joint. I was like, bro, I don't even want to hold this. But the other homeboy here, one of the homies from San laughing boy, he's like, hey, here, I'll get it, you know. And we end up, well, in the end, I think we did, the Sureños hit us up for some weed, you know. But the older homeboys, I told him, here, bro, you gotta do with this. I didn't want to. I just want to take a hit of some weed, and that's it, you know. And we waited till it was a kind of a windy day, and you know, because there's only a few staff at the time, it's a big area, and we waited till what's called the homeboy had it rolled and ready. They were like, here, your turn, fool, and I go there, you know, and what's called, we try to roam around, hide, blow it up slowly, you know. Well, at the time, the homeboy, when he took this balloon and with his fingers, for like a whole week, he would be like this. Man, like, I can still smell it. I can still smell it. You know, and he'd be like, you see him sleeping, he'd be like, at lunch, dinner, like, you know, always smelling his fingers, because he couldn't get that smell of my shit off his fingers. He tried bleed, like anything soap, shampoo, he said he could still smell it on his hand, which was disgusting, you know. But so after, when I had went to school, they're like, hey, you're so-and-so brother, because my brother was doing his thing with all his little, you know, package he had. So all these fools like, oh, you guys are crazy, you know. Brothers bringing in drugs, like, bro, I didn't expect it. I didn't even want it. You know what I mean? It was like, here, take it, don't take it. Like, it was here, swallow it, like, you know. But it was what it was, man. And it was just crazy to do that in there, you know, knowing I might catch another charge. I'm like, as it is, my dad got me in the position I am. Not blaming him, but, you know, it started it because he got stabbed and we retaliated. So the guy died, succumbed to his injuries, So now he bringing drugs into the facility, trying to get his sons caught up again. I'm like, this fool don't learn his lesson, I don't know what the hell he was thinking. That's why I think now that I'm older, I would never put myself or my kids in a position to where I was put, or my pops put me in positions like that to do something. Not to do something. Sometimes people are the way they are, and they do things for family, and because that's what it's all about, is family. But sometimes we need to stay away from the family members who are doing wrong and not doing on the right path, because they will get us in trouble. We got to think about our future, not just theirs, our future. What are we going to do with our life? What about your sobriety? Do it for yourself. And eventually, once you do it for you, then they'll see, them around you will see you doing awesome. And they're like, what? How'd you get like this? Just even me, now I just feel amazing being sober, and that changed my whole thinking. And I'm just sad it took me so long to see this. I wish I would have sobered up earlier, in my 20s and 30s, life would have been like a rocket. If I would have taken off where, I don't know. But I would have just been on a way better path than I am on now. I'm not saying I ain't enjoying this path, but I know sober, it would have just set a whole different crazy. Anyway, but I just want to tell the story of one of these times in my life, and I think about how crazy it was, and I try to be a better person and be a good example to people or kids, so they'll never end up in positions and places like this. Maybe they might be there, but on the good side, working there, making money. But anyways, let's do right in our life. Anyways, and stay off the drugs and alcohol. I'm Gnarly Vato. Have a good one. I'm out.